Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Chris Perron here at Perron Chiropractic in Reston, Virginia, just a few minutes outside of Washington, D.C. And in this episode of our learning series, I'm going to discuss with you stress. Yes, stress. Well, sorry, I can't help you with that stress, meaning the outside world, right? It's coming. That's part of it. It's part of life. There's stressors out there. There's always going to be. What can we do, though, in that equation? Because for me, what I've seen in my experience, let alone in my own life, certainly as well, is that stress is rarely a one-factor deal. It's usually multiple layers and so on. So the way we approach stress is we look at it internally, your physiology. Because for every vertebra, any joint, anything that's wrong with your body, your skeleton, that's like an alarm going off to your nervous system and therefore your brain. And that's a stressor on your system. And that compounds external stress. Because if you're getting out of bed in the morning, crooked inside, whether you feel pain or not, it doesn't have to feel the pain. Internally, trust me, your brain knows if things are wrong or right. So then you go face the world, possibly with already kind of one foot in the hole. Well, the world's a lot harder to deal with then, isn't it? And so what we can do is we can evaluate your spine, as we do with everybody. There are a few positions up in the neck. When those specific vertebrae happen to shift out of place, they commonly trigger some level of fight or flight in people. What does that play out as? Everybody's different, from barely notice it, to anxiety, to panic attacks, to sleep issues. Sleep is very common for this. Why? Sleep is getting into a state of rest. So if your body inside is agitated neurologically, it's pretty hard to get into a state of rest when that is revving like that. And again, you step out of bed in the morning and you're already revving internally, and it's not you per se, it's physical, it's physiological. It's not you that you can just out-meditate it. You can try to diminish the effect, but you're not going to get rid of that cause. So the beauty of what we can do is we can check out things. We can tell very definitively, very accurately, whether you have the issues that many before you have had that seem to have benefited when we get your neck straight. At the very least, having those vertebrae out of place, let alone any other vertebra in your body, is bad for your body on some level. So there's no downside whatsoever, and there's only a plus to making sure that your spine is lined up correctly and your nervous system is at peace. So that you start every day with a baseline. You're starting even, clean slate. All right, now let's go out in the world and let's take it on. We've had great results. Everybody's different. Everybody's situation is definitely different. So I'm not promising that we're going to get rid of all of your stresses, because I can't. I wish I could. I wish I could take care of mine. But internally, we can make sure you're at your best so that you are physically and physiologically at your best to go out and face those other stresses in the world. And I bet you're going to do a better job with it without that on top of the top layer on top of everything else. All right. If you have any questions, as always, give the office a call, send us an email. Feel free to hit the like button if you got something out of this video, and hit subscribe if you want to find out about some other conditions we treat here at the office as well. And I'm Dr. Chris Perron, and I look forward to meeting you.